Hello, and welcome back to Mount and Blade Warband's Floris mod. I'm your host, Arnold the Singer, and today we are going to do another tip video. I know. Not the best thing, but I feel this one's useful. Today we are going to talk about the court you can have in Mount Blade Warband. In particular, the Floris mod in this case, but it can also apply to certain other mods as well. Myself, with this regular Calradian map, I like to make my capital Dirium. That's where I keep my court. It's central, it has easy access to most places in the map. It might take a time to get there, but things can get done. However, if I were in, let's say, a different mod with a much larger map, I might put my capital, pretty close to the enemy territory. That way I can engage them and go back to my capital very quickly. But that's not the case here. If you wish, you can change your capital by taking some velvet and tools and selecting the town or castle you wish to make your new capital. There's usually something down here if you don't already have it as your capital. Towns are a good place to do this because, you know, they have marketplaces and things of that nature. This is Lady Harris. She is my wife. I want to move our residence. She is my chief minister. As my wife, I can have her hold a feast. I suppose only your wife can do that, though perhaps it's different in some mods. She also has my household possessions as well, keeping a few good items and things I can use. I'm keeping lots of cheese, honey, and fish in my inventory because I use those to increase my relationships with the villages so that I can bring them up to 50. I also keep some ale and some wine as well, so that I can increase the relation with my lords if I really need to. Not that I've had occasion to do that yet. Now, your chief minister can be either your wife, a companion, or a random nobleman from the community. I like to choose either my wife or a companion because, well, it gives you more options, I find. If you choose a random citizen, I find that there are far fewer options, especially in native. I'm not sure how it works in some mods, but that's how it is. We can also ask her to help us improve our standing in the realm, but she doesn't have anything right now. It's a good mission to do, to get your lords to like each other, build your own renown, or if one lord is particularly low, you can favor them in the mission that she can give you. Now, I can also speak to my minister about affairs of state. Strength and unity is the same thing as the previous mission I mentioned. I apparently already have a mission going right now. I can dispatch emissaries to other kingdoms, like Doge Graveth. I can threaten them with war and see what you can squeeze out of them. I want to send a gift. Tell Doge Graveth that I want to sign a trade agreement with him. Tell him I want to conclude a non-aggression treaty with him. That I wish to put myself under his protection as his vassal. I'm not going to do that. That I declare war upon him. Now, declaring war will cause all your lords to go down a little in relation, I assume. Unless they really want war, or if the other kingdom has provoked you, if you declare war, everyone will go up in relation with you. So, there's that. Never mind. Affairs of state. Now I can get rid of vassals who are treasonous, or, people with negative relation that I think are going to defect anyway. That way they don't take their castle with them. But it will cause all the other lords to go down in relation with me. Asugan is the marshal right now. Yes, I just appointed him. I can ask her to retire and put someone else in charge. I can grant vassals fiefs, but everyone has fiefs that needs fiefs. I have a few lords with 100 relation who I don't even need to give a fief to. I can exchange a prisoner. Well, apparently, Sultan Hakim has no further fiefs, so... I can persuade a lord of another kingdom to join my sovereignty. I can also spy out another kingdom. Who shall I send to spy upon them? Bunduk, you're from Jokala, aren't you not? You go take a look at them. Then, of course, there's your Chancellor. Now, they can change your domestic policy. I can change the culture. I can learn about the Rhodok Republic. The government of the Rhodok Republic is a little centralized. The upper class society is very plutocratic. The people are a mixture of serfs and freemen. The troops have many soldiers. The government's approach to trade is neither particularly mercantilistic nor entirely laissez-faire. Well, all the others are gone. Domestic policy. I can also change my own domestic policy, which you are allowed to do when you first establish your kingdom. I think I've done pretty well. Our government is neither too centralized nor too decentralized. The upper class society is very aristocratic. Every once in a while that boosts the relations with the nobles. Our people are a mixture of serfs and freemen. I think that helps with the army somehow. Our troops have a good quality. Our approach to trade is a little mercantilistic. I think that all sounds very good. I can also send messages to other lords, let's say Harengorth. I can ask him to accompany me in the field, ask him to willingly go to a location, ask him if he will patrol a location, ask him if he is willing to flee to a location, besiege a location, or if he is willing to raid around a location. Now, these are all requests I can make. He doesn't necessarily follow these orders unless he is doing nothing at the moment, or nothing important at any rate. I like the accompanying me in the field one. If I send out a bunch of messages like that, I am basically the marshal without being the marshal. I can choose whoever I want to be marshal. Never mind. I can find out information about a lord, the Rhodok Republic. Don't know anything about Deglin. Deglin is a calculating person. He sensed rivalries in King Harlaus, Ragnar, and Signor Rimusk. Aside from that, he is married to Patricia Nagar. He seems to be devoted. to dough scrapers, so I can't convince this fellow to join me. I can also send gifts to a settlement or a person. To a person. To a lady, I can send dyes, silks, or velvets to increase my relation. Never mind. Send a gift to a person, to a lord. I must send 150 units of ale, wine, or oil. Now, I don't really want to do that, so no. I can also send a gift to a settlement. I can send fish, which I presume can go to... It's a fish to the Sly Kingdom. I can send it to one of my towns or a village. All my towns really like me. I can also check out my household possessions, which I've shown you already. Yes. And I can ask him to leave my service. I guess these fellows take a little money, but oh, they're well worth it. They're useful. Then, of course, there is my constable. I can ask him how a war is going, but there's no war going on. I can ask him for information about a settlement. Oh, Rodok Republic. Tell me about Colmar Castle. And for 300 dinars, you can send a spy. Oh, do that. Why not? He also has an armory. Sometimes, for some reason, plus 50 body armor and plus 20 greaves appear in here. From time to time, I've been giving them to my companions if they have no better armor. Very useful. He can release a prisoner if I want him to. Give me a report. What do you want to have a report about? Give me a report about the Sovereignty's army. Our current Sovereignty has 20,000 soldiers garrisoned in 22 towns and 43 castles. In addition, we have 13,000 soldiers in the field. So I have quite a large army. Give me a report about my army. We currently have 11,000 soldiers garrisoned in 22 towns, 0 castles, and we have 74 soldiers in your convoy and 409 soldiers in patrols. If I really wanted to, I could create patrols, but I'm at peace now, so I don't really need a whole lot. Give me the status report about the convoy of a lord. Oh, Delinard. He has 282 soldiers, a few of these, a few of those, so on. I'm not going to list them all. Give me the status report about the garrison of a fief. Oh, Sargoth. I have 527 soldiers. A lot of low-rank troops mostly, but it's all useful information, I suppose. And that's all for now. I can also recruit some soldiers. I can ask him to train troops in Dirim or any other town or castle that I have. I could also ask to recruit 4 groups of 50 soldiers from Swadian, Vega, Kurgat, Nord, Rodok or Saranid villages. No. But I have enough soldiers as it is. I can also create patrols. I can move patrols to any location. I can enlist a patrol. I can get a big one, which is about 60 soldiers of mixed quality. High and low and medium. I can get the best troops around, which is about 15 high quality troops. Or, you know, any of these ones. The biggest one gets me 3,000 dinars. A medium or the best troops I have to pay 2,000 dinars. Honestly, the best troops around, well worth the 2,000, really. But I don't really care about that right now. I can also dismiss him or come back later. And finally, we have our Chamberlain. He can give me a report about financial affairs. We have an income of 22,000 dinars and costs of 18,000 dinars from the fief garrison, from fiefs and garrisons. We are losing 15,000 due to tax inefficiency. That means 69% overall. This sum comes up to 11,000 dinars. Well, technically I'm earning 20-ish thousand every week, so that must be what it is right now. In the treasury I have 204,000 dinars. Let's talk about something else. I can put money in or take it out there. Give me a status report about the financial situation of a fief. Oh, let's say Mason. The village of Mason appears to be thriving. The populace is supportive of you. The tax rate is very low. We are expecting 0 dinars for rents. Overall, the sums up to 0 dinars. So they haven't paid yet, but they will. The low tax rate is so that the relationship goes up with me. Any fief that I have that is below 50 relation with me, I take into very low. Otherwise, they're at normal, so they don't go up or down. And as I mentioned, I can change the tax rate of a fief. Let's say Suno. Suno is normal right now, but I could put it up to very high, high, low, or very low. I know that very low and very high cause it to go up and down. I'm not sure about high or low. I think they do, but I don't know how much exactly. Never mind. I could manage fief improvements. I have 234 improvements and 87 of my 92 fiefs. I can build another one if I wish. Let's say Sargoth. I could build a barracks, but I don't really want to. Prison tower is sufficient for me. And of course I can check the household items. There's the household, which I've already shown you. And the item pool, which for some reason has these things. I think I'll sell these. And that's about it. Anyway, this is your court. I hope you've enjoyed this little video here. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See you then.